Hey guys, this is the Betamax man, and I've got the Smokey and the Bandit Trilogy on beta. Yeah, that's right. I have Smokey and the Bandit 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And to celebrate this rare occasion, we must celebrate with a mellow yellow. Make the mellow yellow move, know what I mean? So let's go ahead and take a look here. I ordered some of those record sleeves, protective cover sleeves for laser discs, and they sent me this. The wrong thing. 45 record. These are for the old 45 records. So I thought, well, how can I take, instead of throwing it away, how could I use it in a creative type of way? And of course I used them all because I put them on my beta tapes. What I did here was cut down the size of the bag to fit the size of the beta tape, and the remainder of the bag on the side, what I did was folded it over and put some clear Scotch tape onto the bag. So now the bag will keep the dust off of my covers. Not only will it keep the dust off, but it'll kind of help with the wear and tear. And I thought, you know what, this is a great way to make use of those bags that were the wrong size. They were for those really small 45 LP records. And I thought, well, I'm going to make use out of them. And this is how I did it. Now, yeah, they do make cover tape protectors, and they do sell them on eBay. However, those are really highly expensive, and you have to pay something like $50 for like 20 of them, 10 or 15 of them. I think it wasn't even 20. I think it was like, the most I found was like 15 of them, and they wanted like $50-$60, and I'm like, I ain't gonna pay that. So that mistake, them sending me the wrong size sleeves, got me thinking, why don't I do that? And then I could protect my beta tapes. So I thought that would be a neat idea that I would share with you guys. Simply cut the bottom of the bag and then fold the existing amount of bag that's left, fold it over like I have here. You can see where I folded it over, and now we have a permanent plastic covering around the tape to protect the artwork. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Smokey and the Bandit tapes. This particular tape was brand spanking new when I got it. It was a sealed tape, so I'm very protective over the first one. This one is also not the first one that I bought. The first one I bought was in a black cover. So the black cover is the original release, and that one is been recorded in mono. But the blue one has HiFi Stereo. It even says Beta Hi-Fi on the side there. So here is the back. And the front. And the sides. Quite a neat little cover. Smokey and the Bandit 2. Now, I'm not sure if this is in Hi-Fi or not. It does not specify Hi-Fi, but I think it is Hi-Fi. But I'm not 100% sure. This might be a mono. I'm assuming it is Hi-Fi because this would have came out after Hi-Fi, I think. But maybe not, because, yeah, maybe not, because this is, so this came out in like the 70s, and this would have been early 80s, so it could be just a mono. If there is a HiFi Stereo version, I will get it, because I want all my pre-recorded movies to be in Hi-Fi, if I can help it. Here's the back. You got the sides. And of course, there's the front. Now here is Smokey and the Bandit 3. And here is the front. Now this one also says Beta Hi-Fi. There's the side. And we'll show you the back. Here's the back. And yeah, I think I have 2 copies of this. I have like 2 of these. But I wanted to get the whole entire Smokey and the Bandit trilogy on beta. And no, I will not be buying the VHS version, because I am a fan of the beta format. I don't like VHS. Yes, I grew up with VHS. Yes, I used VHS back when I was a kid. But I always knew what beta was. I always knew that it was better. And I always wanted one. And now, you know, in my adulthood, you know, when I got into my 20s is when I really started buying them and working on them. And here I am in my late 30s, and I still love the format. So, anyway. But, hey, here we go. We've got, so we're going to show you the, what the cassettes are. Because this is on probably a Sony, I believe. Yes. This is on a Sony cassette. There we go. The labels are in pretty good shape, except for this one where the glue is starting to deteriorate, starting to show through the reflective surface of the label. Alright, the top part of the label there. It's on an L435. This movie was probably an hour and a half. It might have been close to 2 hours. Let's see. I have a runtime. Yeah, 1 hour and 36 minutes is the runtime for that movie. Great movie. All-time classic. Yeah, of course, it came out several years before I was born, because that came out in the 70s. I was born in 86. So this movie came out way before I was born, but I don't care. I like the movie. Yeah, we'll go with the, we'll look at this tape, and hey, this is also a Sony. So that is awesome. It is on a Sony. I loved number 1. Number 2 was okay. and I hated number 3. The only reason why I have number 3 is to complete the trilogy. Yeah, this is on an L435 as well. Yeah, I don't like the third movie whatsoever. And here is the third movie. Let's see what this is on. Okay, this one's on a Scotch. Unfortunately. It is a Scotch. But, Scotch tapes were not that great. I think I have 2 copies of this movie, so if I can find the other copy, because I think the other copy was on like a Maxell. Might have been a Sony too, but yeah. So this is a Scotch, and these 2 are Sonys. So, and this one's not a good movie at all. It was really, really stupid. So, Burt Reynolds was not in this one at all. So, I thought that was a big mistake for them to not have Burt Reynolds in that film. That was a huge mistake. So, there we go, guys. There are some rare, hard to find titles on the beta format. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.